Good evening. You join us for the first of 3 races this evening with Club Motorsport UK. We're here at Cadwell Park for the first race. Only a 5-car grid, as you can see. On the right hand side on pole position is Jay Daniels, a Clio Cup racer in real life. He's joined on the front row by Toby Owen in the blue car, who races MX-5s. The first of the green cars on row 2 is Jason Powell, another Clio racer. Chris Pratt lines up 4th in the red Ginetta, you can see on the left, the owner at All Square Wrap and Ride, and bringing up the rear in the second of the green cars is Ian Tamkin. So we are ready to go racing here at Cadwell Park, waiting for those lights to go out, and away we go! Good start by both of the front row men. Toby Owen pulling alongside Jay Daniels as they head down to the first corner, but who is it that's going to make it through Coppice first? It is Daniels, who holds on to that pole position and leads the field of 5 cars. Tamkin a little bit slow away, leads the field through the first corner on the opening lap of this race. So it is Daniels, Owen, Powell, and we're waiting to come through yet. Pratt is 4th and Tamkin is 5th as they head up. Owen jinking out of the slipstream. Is he going to try a move on this opening lap? No. Daniels defends anyway as they head into Crisp Curve for the first time. And already these top 3 seem to have made a bit of a break from the 2 behind them. Only a 5-car field, as we say. Into the gooseneck then for the first time on cold tyres. This will be exciting. Owen takes a much tighter line. He's carrying a bit more speed, but no way through into Mansfield. In fact, he gets a little tap from behind from Jason Powell there. That hasn't held him up too much. So across into the hall bends for the first time for Daniels. He has got a little bit of a lead over the 2 behind him. Powell a little bit leery into the corner and in fact running wide on the exit as well. On board with Jason Powell as we chase down the 2 leaders. We complete lap 1 then, 1 in the books for Daniels, Owen and Powell as we head across into lap 2. So racing speed through turn 1 for the first time. Owen brakes slightly, no braking for Powell, and oh, he's off! It is wow, what an impact, straight into the barrier for Jason Powell. Let's have a look at what happened. So he carries a lot of speed through turn 1, as we can see, and just gets a wheel on that white line. That is a big hit. That is a big hit. Nothing he could do about that, unfortunately. As he rejoins with a very damaged looking Ginetta. He's rejoined actually right in front of the 4th place man Chris Pratt. So and Ian Tamkin as well, who's there in the background. So from one 3-way battle to another, Jason Powell now heads up this trio. Chris Pratt runs a little bit wide on the exit of Crisp Curve and is off into the infield. And goodness, exploring parts of Cadwell Park that many didn't know existed. Now, Jason Powell's car does not look like it is handling particularly well. He's very wide at the hairpin. As he comes into Barn Corner, that's very wide as well. He can head to the pits to repair that damage, and I think that's where he's... well, he ends up in the garage one way or another, straight into the barrier. And that, of course, means that Ian Tamkin now comes through into 3rd place. So back with the leaders. Daniels has about a 2-second advantage over Toby Owen. They're very close in terms of lap times, but Owen just not able to get close enough to have a go at Jay Daniels. Certainly keeping him honest though. It's the kind of track, Cadwell Park, where it is easy to make mistakes, and one mistake could be the difference between keeping the lead and losing it. So the pressure's still on for Daniels, even though Owen is a little bit far back. He's gone a bit wide at Crisp Curve as well, but doesn't hold him up too badly. On board with Owen as we chase down Jay Daniels, the race leader, through the gooseneck and down into Mansfield. Very similar lines, very similar pace that these 2 are on as well, as they duke it out for the lead of the race. Now, I think Chris Pratt's had an off here. He has dropped quite a bit back from Ian Tamkin in 3rd place. So Pratt through the gooseneck, runs a bit wide, gets it on the curb, and that was a big hit. That was at full speed downhill. And another rather crumpled looking Ginetta. Now, how is that handling? Because We've already seen one car out of the race, and oh yeah, this one looks like it is a bit damaged as well. How does he go through the mountain? Not well is the answer to that. I fear we may be about to see our second car retiring from this race as he slews it through the Hall Bends. And yeah, sadly into the wall and into retirement. So here's our third place man, Ian Tamkin, still running, and it is about who can make the least mistakes sometimes in these games, particularly with such a small field. And as I say that, Tamkin makes a mistake all of his own, manages to have a bit of a gyration through the first corners, but gets it going again, and he will continue on his way in a rather lonely third place. The gap now to the leader is about 3 seconds. Owen gets very sideways through the first part of the Hall Bends, very sideways through the second part. Can he keep it out the wall? Just about. Goodness me. Heart in the mouth moment for Toby Owen there as he pursues Jay Daniels for that race lead. Tamkin with damage on his car, so he's obviously had enough. He's off again, carrying full speed through the first corner, gets there as well. Good effort, lad. Can he keep it out the wall? Just about. That was close. And as he rejoins, actually he can't be far ahead of the race leader. In fact, there is Jay Daniels. You can see him just in the background coming up the hill, flashing the lights. Get out of the way, Ian. I'm coming through. I need to lap you. Does Tamkin get out of the way? Not through Chris Curve. In fact, he's gone wide. He spins it right in front of Jay Daniels. Goodness me, the race leader must have had his heart in his mouth. So Tamkin rejoins. Toby Owen is through as well. So 2 laps to go then. Jay Daniels has withstood all the pressure from Toby Owen, and he's extended that lead. Getting a little bit wide through Coppice, and that's actually, I think that's the most ragged we've seen Jay Daniels all race. He's been very consistent. 1 to go then. Toby Owen chasing down the race leader. He's just put in the fastest lap of the race. He is pushing to catch Jay Daniels, and he's pushing a bit hard there. He goes a bit wide. Oh, and he's lost it! Into the wall! Now, can he keep it going? That is the 4th Ginetta we've seen in the barriers, but Toby Owen has kept it going. Let's have a look at what happened. So coming up through turn 1, maximum commitment in his pursuit of Jay Daniels. Oh, he's just run a bit wide, hasn't he? And then over the curve. Yep, that was only ever going to end one way. Nose into the barriers, but only a glancing blow, so not as big as we've seen some of them. That is game over though, in the pursuit of the lead. So here he is, Mr. Consistent, Jay Daniels. He has barely put a foot wrong all race. Through Barn Corner for the final time. He is going to take a dominant victory here at Cadwell Park for the opening round. Flash of the lights across the line. Jay Daniels, your race winner. Toby Owen will come across in second place despite that late race drama. And third is Ian Tamkin, final podium finisher and indeed final finisher as well. So there we have it at the end of the first race of the evening, packed full of incident. Jay Daniels takes a comprehensive win at the front of the field from Toby Owen, who gave chase well for most of the race, just that late mistake taking the pressure off Daniels. And Ian Tamkin did well to bring it home in third place when others around him fell off the track.